Welcome to tutorial2x.com. In the previous session, we discussed the concept of how to install the SmartfoxServer2x. In this session, we are discussing the concepts of what is the structure of SmartfoxServer2x, means what are the various files and folders are there in the installation of SmartfoxServer2x. This is the basic folder structure of SmartfoxServer2x. When we are installing the SmartfoxServer2x, we will get a folder named SFS2x, which is the main folder of SmartfoxServer. Right now I am showing the SFS2x folder structure of Windows machine. Here we have 3 files and some folders. Each folder have some key details. Let's see those details. First one is the sfs2x.bat or sfs2x.sh file, which is the binary file to start the SmartfoxServer2x. Means if you need to start the SmartfoxServer2x, we need to run this file. Next one is the config folder. SmartFox server is a combination of web server, which is nothing but the Jetty, and which consists a log4j concept to record all the logs of our programming extensions. So in the config folder, it consists of server details, log4j details and Jetty details in the form of XML files and property files. The server.xml file will consist of all the server details like what is the default port number and what is the host name, and all these type of details will be there in the server.xml. Next one is the log4j.property file, which is existed in the config folder. This log4j.property file consists of logging details, means where to place the log files and what is the log configuration for the custom files. And next one is the jetty.xml. Jetty.xml will consist of the details of Jetty server. Our SmartFox server has an admin panel. That admin panel uses the Jetty server. So all these Jetty details will exist in the jetty.xml. Next one is the extensions folder. Extensions folder. Extension is nothing but a programming code which will communicate the zone or room through the programmatical concept. Means if you want to configure or control the zone or room, we need to write a code that is nothing but the extension code. All these extensions related programming code jar files need to place in the extensions folder. Next one is the zones folder. SmartfoxServer2x is specially designed for the gaming environment. So the SmartFox server divides the concepts as room followed by a zone. Means a zone consists of multiple rooms. So all these zone related informations will be placed in the zones folder in the form of .zone.xml. By default, the SmartfoxServer2x will give a zone named basic examples. So in the zones folder we will consist a XML file named basic examples.zone.xml file. Next one is the ww folder. As mentioned earlier, the SmartFox server admin panel uses the Jetty as a web server. All the Jetty details, means all the Jetty files, need to place in the ww folder. The admin panel HTML files like index.html, all these files need to place in the ww folder. Next one is the lib folder. Extension related code and the library files which are required to run or to execute the SmartFox server, all will be held in this lib folder. Better to don't order all these jar files of lib folder. Finally, the logs folder. As mentioned earlier, SmartFox server inbuiltly consists of log4j. So all the log4j related logs will be logged here. Logs means whenever the server is starting, means at the time of the boot time, all these boot time related log files are placed in one file. The HTTP related means the Jetty related files are placed in one file, and the zone related basic examples that zone.xml related logs are placed in one. We need to configure the log4j.properties according to our situation or according to our program. Then those will be held in the logs folder. Let's see those in our installation. Yesterday we installed the SmartFox server in HPath program file SmartfoxServer2x. Here we have a folder named SFS2x. This SFS2x consists of all the mentioned folders like this. This sfs2x.batch file is the startup file. In order to run the SmartfoxServer2x, we need to execute this. The config folder. This config folder consists these files: server.xml, log4j.properties and jetty. Right now the SmartFox server 2.9 doesn't consist of a jetty.xml file. Earlier to the 2.9, which consists here jetty.xml, and the extension folder. This extension folder consists of extension related files. Zones folder. This zones folder consists .zone.xml files for the zone related information storing. Here the default zone is basic examples. So basic examples.zone.xml will be there here. Finally the www folder. The www folder consists of all the web related of Jetty related files. In the next session, we will discuss the concept of how to change the default port and host of SmartfoxServer2x. Means by default SmartfoxServer2x will run on 9933 port and uses the 127.0.0.1, means the local host as the host. But in some situations we need to alter the port and host details. Those details will be discussed in the next video. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any trouble with my audio, then you may go to the tutorial2us.com with the SmartfoxServer2x folders.php file. There you will get all this information which is discussed in this session. Thanks for watching this tutorial.